I wonder if we should be glad they saved us the trouble of having to contact them. That's not good.
We found a suspicious arm. What's up? What? What?
The royal office.
You're already two people in this. All right, fine. Because General Morgan is probably gonna show up. So I'm just not that many characters because just don't speak as much because Joshua doesn't say a lot of things, and you're 2/3 of our party right now.
Okay.
Also, you really have to get closer to your microphone or something because it is giving out on you hardcore.
God damn it, I leaned back for 2 seconds.
Yeah, you can't.
We're so close.
You
Hold it in there, baby.
You cannot lean back because like Shara's lines, I can hardly hear you, honestly. Alright. Be the Royal Army officer.
We found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you.
What's this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? Though the girl does look shifty.
Hey now, that's just rude.
Hey now.
And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny album on my chest?
Oh, the bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment that it proves your innocence.
Speak of the devil himself.
Oh, it is him.
General Morgan.
Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to be insufficiently investigated, so I came here for myself. Would have thought that a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits.
Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men.
That's the truth. Why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside the airliner? Yeah, inside the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. There's no hostages to be found here. Huh, looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know that we were coming.
Well, wait a minute here. How about you cut with the crap?
My thoughts exactly. Alright, men, take them into custody.
You'll take me dead, Clunk.
Take her dead.
Oh no, we're in jail. That's what this... No! And I thought this jail would be for somebody else. Got this sad dark music. Got this dad sark music going on. The general will be questioning himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, the cell will give you a nice place to cool your heels. This... Yeah, okay. Sorry. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Huh? Why not? You remember what the Sky Bandit leader said when we fought in the old mine? I'm gonna try this again. You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early." If I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I'd bet that's what he meant. Which means that... Sky Bandits have a mole in the army, or a collaborator with leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught, which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. Now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this setback. My. Well, don't all of you seem to be in a bit of a fix? Huh? You just say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? God. My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone. But this unfounded self-confidence... And the tone of absurd narcissism belong to... It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. Olivier. I think it's French, so you drop the R. Oh, dear God! To think we'd meet in a place like this. It seems we're bound by destiny. Why are you in here? I thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do? Come now.
let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
That's right.
I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off.
What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing.
So, there you have it. Don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done. I'm not ready for wrinkles yet.
Come on now. Let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of my tragic incident which befell me.
Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it.
It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Beaux Market, and then moved on to the Antaros restaurant. You see, once I'd eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano, and then feed my artistic soul.
I knew it. His music could only be described as criminal.
That's right. It is criminally beautiful. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. So I was asked to stay and work as a professional pianist for the restaurant.
That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist.
Musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day, instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. And yet I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night I'd been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck that I had the chef prepare, but the blood sauce that had been used was a little bit too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough.
The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But, go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better.
Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar, something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183.
Jesus Christ! Grand Chardonnay from the year 1188?
That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City.
No, aren't you well informed?
I know everything about alcohol.
Well, we should give some drinks sometime. Oh, but I heard a rumor about it too. So of course I was interested in having a drink for myself.
Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went from somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 mira. 500,000 mira? Just for one bottle?
That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? Oh, such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette. I'm not French enough for this. Vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle.
I don't think I can listen to this any longer.
Yeah, he's actually a criminal, guys. He actually deserves to be in here. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity.
Completely dumbfounded.
The sad thing is, after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. I was having the chef cook me something else to match the wine. The restaurant manager returned. And since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And, well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Estelle. Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a Z and Z's. and an assuredly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening?
I like that transition though of everybody falling the fuck to sleep.
Falling the fuck to sleep.